Yeah, here we go. The third day. If you noticed in my videos, Monday was Monday was my birthday, and now I'm in the third day of 80. Quite a few more to go to complete 80. But I want to do this live stream. I want to talk about what most people never know about. Evidently, they never know about it. Because if they knew about it, I wouldn't be catching so much slack. And when I say slack, I'm just using that term very loosely. Mm, Slack. I wouldn't be catching so much, but it's not going to bother me because I have looked in and I have seen a Bible. I have been looking at a Bible or Bibles for over half of my life. And like I said, you heard me. I am a few days into year number 80. Yeah. And I'm looking at David, a man named David, a boy named David, a child, a young man with 7 brothers, if I'm not mistaken. He had 7 brothers. So David was the 8th child, and God chose him. And God had made up his mind that he was going to do something. And God made David a promise. This promise wasn't made before Noah built the ark. So since many of you, or a majority of the people, seem to believe that this child, this boy, the second king over Israel, that one of his descendants gave birth to God. And nobody gave birth to God. Mary is not the mother of God. But David was the king over Israel, and he had some problems with the first king. The first king over Israel that God appointed, Saul, you can read about it. 1st and 2nd Samuel. Matter of fact, you won't even find a king over Israel other than God Almighty until you get to 1st Samuel. That's a fact. That is a fact. And yeah, I'm looking at me today. I'm not reading from the screen as I can do. I'm looking at me. And the chair squeaks. And the clock will chime. And right now, it's 8:45, 8:46 a.m. on April the 15th, 2026. God made a man a promise. Just like God had said some things to Abram in Genesis, the early chapters of Genesis, after Noah died. And Noah died. He had to die. And he did die. But not before he had lived a great number of years. Maybe. Not quite, but pretty close. Noah got 950 years. According to what you can read in the Bible. God I think some people do need to understand God. God is the one, the only one that made garments for Adam and Eve to wear. At least God, gave them something to wear. Now, they might have, in the years, I doubt they wore the same garments the rest of their life. But God got something for Adam and Eve to wear. He made them garments. And some people say that I'm crazy. And that's okay. I mean, I really don't care what they say at this point. I've only been Bob the Builder on YouTube for about 3 years. But over 15 years ago, and I did look a little bit younger then, probably 15 years ago. But I became a Joseph the Dreamer 10 on YouTube. I have looked at the records, and I'm making this video this morning, and I don't think it's going to go 15 minutes because most people can't handle more than 2. And not very many people handle my videos at all. That's a fact. But does that matter? No. David was friends with one of Saul's sons. And they made a vow. They made a promise. You can read about it. The boy's name was Jonathan. Jonathan and David. It says their hearts were knit together. That says a mouthful. But they all died. There was a big deal when all these people died and David becomes king. And David does not forget the vow or the vows between himself and Jonathan. Don't get the idea, folks. When Jesus said to his disciples, I warn you, or I tell you, you should know who to fear. You don't need to fear a man. You don't need to fear a woman, although they can. A man or a woman can kill. There's no doubt about it. In these days, but that does not stop accidents. Somebody said there are no accidents. Well, there are. But I didn't accidentally make this video. No, because I had to follow some steps to do it. I've been here a while. I'll be here a while longer. Yeah. God's not playing games. He won't. And I had an experience today, just like you will. You have experiences every day that you've never had before. But I do know that this video is going to end now.